Hi, it's Jill from the IC Network, and I'm here with another self-help strategy so that you can live your life more successfully with IC. I want to talk a little bit about anxiety disorder because if you're like most patients, you probably do have anxiety. Now, in my case, I developed anxiety disorder as a child, but it's also completely reasonable to be very anxious when you're facing a diagnosis of a very confusing, puzzling disease like IC. Now, one of the great things though about being an adult is that you don't have to fake it anymore. And you know, that's the thing with anxiety is people are embarrassed to have it, which you certainly shouldn't be, and they try to hide it. And that's really not fair to you because we have really good anxiety coping strategies that if you just take a moment to learn them, you might find that your life changes for the better. That's what I love about being older. You know, when I was in my 20s, I faked it. I had to pretend that I knew it all, and I would never have asked for help. But you know what? I'm in my 40s, and I realized that it's impossible for me to be good at everything. I've got to go learn skills. So about 10 years ago, my anxiety really got out of control and it was really interfering with my ability to function normally and to live a good life. And I finally hit my wall. I just said, I can't take it anymore. I am done with this. I have got to learn more skills. And so it turned out my local hospital, I belong to Kaiser Permanente, they offered an anxiety management class, which I signed up for. It was hard to go the first time, but I will tell you, it was one of the best things I ever did. You know, it was so comforting to walk into a room of people who looked just like me. You know, we're just normal. And yet we all had anxiety. And it taught me, number one, that I wasn't alone. And it gave me perspective because, you know, compared to some of the other people, there were people who were afraid to drive across bridges, go into tunnels. There were people who were afraid to get on an elevator. We actually had one of our state's first lottery winners in that class. She developed anxiety after winning the lotto. And what that class taught me were some really simple, basic skills so that I could nip my anxiety in the bud. And so I really encourage you, if you're struggling with anxiety, look for a class in your local community. Many hospitals have medical education classes for the public. The Kaiser class that I took is also open to the public. You don't have to be a Kaiser member to take it. And it's offered often throughout the western United States, wherever you can find a Kaiser Permanente. And also, don't underestimate the importance of finding a book. Like, here's a book that I found that I think is pretty good. It's called Coping with Anxiety. And if you can't find a class or you can't go to a class, at least read a book about it and see if there are some tips in there here that can help you stop those anxiety thoughts and get yourself out of your house. Now, I know that there are some people out there who have extreme anxiety, and if you're one of those people who haven't actually been out of your house in some time, you deserve a life. You deserve care. And right now, you don't have the resources to get you there. I want you to pick up the phone book, and look for any therapist in your area that might specialize in anxiety disorder and give them a phone call. You've got nothing to lose except your anxiety. And ask them if they will work with you over the phone for a couple of times first. Sometimes you need that, and that's okay, because then that will then give you the strength and the skills that you need so that you can open that door proudly, walk down your sidewalk, and rejoin life the way you deserve to live. So you're not alone. I have anxiety too. Mine is completely under control just with a simple class I took, and I think you deserve the same.